Chat, this weekend we have UFC 321 going down. Cyril Gane, third title shot. Coming off a straight robbery, the most beautiful robbery I've ever seen against Volkov. I remember when that fight ended, I said it would be the funniest thing ever if the judges just gave the fight to Gane. I saw how they did. But that's completely besides the point, chat. Today, what I got for y'all, some predictions. We are going 100% success rate for these predictions, chat. Now, let me tell y'all, this first fight, I've never heard of either of these women. But I got yellow fever. So me personally, I'm going with Mizuki. She don't even got a last name. She got one name. That's Aura. 15-6. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta disregard that. And she overweight too. Look, this underdog pick of the card, chat. Mizuki. Get them out of my face. All right, first real prediction of the fight of the card, chat. We got Azat Maxum versus Mitch Raposo. I don't know what the fuck is up with his name. But yeah, he's getting smoked on, disrespectfully. He might want to consider a name change. And a career change, because honestly, after this fight, fighting ain't for him. Chat, up next, the people's main event. What might end up being fight of the night, fight of the year. We have the return of one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, standing at a whopping 5'9". What could be the only man in the UFC that is rounder than DC. Why do they have him as Spanish? Chat, is Chris Barnett not American? I don't think you get this type of build if you are not straight out of the US. I think the UFC needs to update their website. But regardless, chat, we have Chris Barnett at plus 330. Let me tell you something. Sure, Hamdi might be the better fighter, but he doesn't have that rolling thunder in his Duffy. Official prediction, Chris Barnett by 360 tornado spin kick into a rolling thunder. Second round, 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the fight. Go ahead and add that to your parlay, chat. We're 3 for 3 so far. Now here's a good one. We have Nathaniel Wood versus Jose Miguel Delgado. UK versus US, although Jose Miguel Delgado is the most wetback name I've ever heard. He's repping the States. He has the height advantage, reach advantage. I've never seen leg reach in my life. Does that matter, chat? Since when do they do motherfucking leg reaching for these fights? All right, regardless, we take the wetback. All right, chat. There's gonna be a first round submission from Mr. Delgado. Chat. Walter Walker versus Louis Sutherland. Chat, let's take a moment of silence. Thank you. Louis Sutherland is getting sent to the shadow realm. He's getting submitted, rear naked choke, arm triangle, Go Plata. Walter Walker is going to turn this guy into a pretzel, sending that boy to sleep, probably waking up from convulsions after, a solid minute of being asleep on the canvas. He stands no chance. All right. Up next, chat, in the lightweight division, we have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar up against Mateus Camilo. I've never heard of these guys. We're going with the Brazilian. Apparently, he's a full amputee. Chat, what the fuck is he new? He got both coming off of losses. But I think the guy that's not an amputee might beat the full quadriplegic. He got no reach with arms or legs. All right. Then we got Ludovic Klein versus Mateusz Rebecki. Now listen here, guys. I know bangers, and this is a banger. We got the Slovakian versus the Polish man. When you're from Poland, you automatically come with the Polish power. And let me tell you something about this fight. Mateusz Rebecki will be smoking on the Klein pack. So if y'all want to make guaranteed money, put the house on Rebecki. Ikram Aliskerov. Excuse me. This is one of the Dagestani goats of being a fraud. I remember people saying that this guy was going to beat Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland mopped the floor with this guy in one round. Had him looking... Wait, chat, is this the guy? The fuck is his name? Aliskerov. Yeah, guys, clearly you can tell that I am... yes. Excuse me, chat. Don't mind me. I think, all right, chat. I have no clue who the fuck this guy is. This is the guy that Robert Whittaker knocked out in one round. My fault, guys. Wrong Dagestani. But he's still ass. So, Jung Young Park will be knocking him out. Seems like this guy struggles to get out of the first round in fights, so we'll go by first round KO by Jung Young Park. It's going to be too easy, man. These Korean guys, they just come forward, they throw hands, and I don't think Ikram has enough dog in him to stand up for more than a round with this guy. All right. For the prelim main event, we have Nasrat Hakbaraz versus Quillan Salkillo. Is that an O or a D? That looks like a D. Quillan Salkill. Oh, you could just click on them and it shows you their stats. Well, that would have been useful one prediction ago. Chat. I don't know who's winning this one, and I honestly could not care any less. On to the first fight on the main card. Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Mirzakhanov. Azamat looks very promising with a 15-0 record. Who has he fought? Let's find out. Okay, 9 first-round finishes, 1 sub, 11 knockouts. His last fight was against Ribeiro. Is this the Brazilian dude that got his jaw spun? I think so, right? He got his jaw spun by this guy? Yeah. Alexander Rakic is dangerous, but I don't think he has what it takes in the striking. He tends to break if you put too much pressure on him. And honestly, if this guy's spinning guys' jaws off, I think Rakic falls within 3 rounds, I don't think Rakic is going to have what it takes to damage this guy, and he's just going to get folded. Then we have the real heavyweight contenders right here. Volkov versus Almeida. Now, chat, I know exactly how this fight's going. First round, Almeida shoots a takedown, gets stuffed, gives up because he has no Duffy in MMA, and gets TKO'd by shitty ground and pound. It's going to look genuinely pathetic. We will be there. Almeida, see you at 205 whenever you decide to go down there. Probably going to get KO'd a couple times down there too. And then we'll all forget about him. Oh my gosh, chat. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista. Now, let me tell you something about this fight. This fight's going to be special. This is going to be the bantamweight equivalent to a Kamaru Usman versus a Colby Covington. These guys will be throwing hands. They will be throwing kicks. They will be negating each other's grappling. But in the end, I think Umar will be edging this fight out to a 29-28, either unanimous or split decision. I don't think Mario Bautista is good enough. And if anybody was giving him any credit after his last fight, after his opponent's next fight, come on. You can't give this guy any credit. I mean, honestly, he's beat shitters. I don't think he does anything against real competition. I think he gets packed up by Umar 2-1. Now, one of the greatest women's main or title fights. Chat, this one could be up there with Rose Namajunas versus Carla Esparza in terms of the action. Unfortunately for Mackenzie Dern, I think Verna Jandiroba is going to beat the shit out of her. Now, will that be for 5 rounds? I don't know. I think she might get packed up earlier in the fight. I think Mackenzie Dern just has nothing for her. She might be able to fluke a submission off her back, but honestly, Verna Jandiroba just has a way better Duffy in MMA than her. And she's going to get packed up, chat. It's that simple. Now, chat, let me tell you something about this fight. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. Now, me personally, chat, I'm a Cyril Gane fan. But I don't know how I feel about the potential of Cyril Gane winning and the potential repercussions that'll come with when it comes to that bum, John Bones Jones. So now I am very conflicted about this fight because looking back at Tom Aspinall's fights, he puts 0 people to sleep, chat. Pavlovich took 2 clean right hands off of him. Was out of it, but not like something you would see out of Francis Ngannou, Derek Lewis. Pavlovich still had his wits about him. Pavlovich was still awake, just a little dazed. And honestly, I don't know if he has what it takes to get Cyril Gane out of there early. And we don't know if Tom Aspinall has that cardio. We've seen Cyril Gane go 5 rounds multiple times. Tom Aspinall rarely gets or has never gotten out of the second round. And chat, my true prediction for this fight, one of Tom Aspinall's losses comes via leg lock. And chat, keep this a secret, don't tell anyone. But Cyril Gane loves a good leg lock. Now, don't ask me where I know this from. But chat, Cyril Gane loves himself a good leg lock. And let me tell you about this. I think Cyril Gane takes this fight, his 3rd title fight, what many would probably say will be his last title fight before he goes off into the sunset to film Paw Patrol 2 and KO 2 for Netflix. I think he will lock up a leg lock on Tom Aspinall. 3rd or 4th round, we will see Tom Aspinall tapping to a Cyril Gane leg lock. Now, chat, I've told y'all, I do not want this to happen because we do not need Jon Jones typing some bullshit on his Twitter page saying that he knew that Tom Aspinall wasn't that good. Saying that he knew that Tom Aspinall wasn't that guy. So even though I'm a Cyril Gane fan, deep down, I kind of want Tom Aspinall to edge something out, you know. Now, obviously, I don't want to see Cyril Gane KO'd or subbed, but maybe a 48-47 decision for Aspinall with some control time. Maybe outstrikes him at first round, maybe gets a knockdown. But honestly, chat, official prediction, I see Cyril Gane winning via leg lock in what might be the silliest finish to a fight in a long time. And we're going to see Twitter blow up with Jon Jones smiley faces, laughing emojis, goat emojis. And now when that happens, chat, I just need everybody to go spam the Hasbullah clip under Jon Jones's posts. Now, chat, we all know which one I'm talking about. I won't specify any further. But, chat, we as a community have to go up against him if Cyril Gane wins. Because we can't let him have a moment. We just can't let him have a moment, chat. I'm crying just thinking about it, chat. But anyways, chat, those have been my predictions for UFC 321. Let me know what you guys think about this card down in the comments. Like, subscribe, follow the Twitter, and I'll see you guys after this card to talk about the results. See you guys then.